This is the Inquisitive Minds Podcast.
Hey, thank you for tuning in the Inquisitive Minds Podcast.
Whoa.
I'm your host, Johnny Smith. With me today, I would say it's a return guest, but his episode never aired.
Yeah, it was too raw for TV.
We recorded it. Same with Sean, what's his name? Shellhammer?
What? Brandon Shell?
No, Sean Shellhammer. He's a comic in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
He's also an airline pilot.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
I recorded.
Oh, damn it, Sean. I'm so sorry. Why did I forget your last name? Yeah, it is Sean Shellhammer.
You're a piece of shit. You're a terrible
I am a piece
friend.
of shit, dude. Yeah.
You lived near that man.
I lived near him, dude. Yeah, that was an open mic down the street from Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
And then I would go there when I never got picked for Laugh Factory.
We recorded his episode. And then I decided to go to Texas and develop a meth habit.
Yeah.
You asked where that episode is. It is on a computer somewhere that was pawned a long time ago.
Oh, hell yeah. Is that where mine's at?
That's exactly where it's at.
Hope you got some good meth. Yeah.
You know what?
Good?
No meth is good meth.
Yeah.
I'll put that like that. I'll start being more anti-meth in my life.
Yeah, that's a very good thing to do.
But welcome to the program, Chris Scriva.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very happy to be. I guess I gotta look at the camera, not you. If you know where I'm looking off this, Johnny's like slightly to
You can look at me.
Okay, I'm looking right at you. How do I look on the camera?
You look great, Chris. You look great.
Thank you. I'm a hot piece of ass.
We are at Steel City Arts Foundation. This is where I'm recording now.
Yeah.
Todd's shutting down the rebuild for the moment.
Okay.
So for the listeners out there, it's been a little bit of chaos. I recorded an episode last week, but forgot all my equipment. Work with me. It's trial and error. But for now,
this is a nice studio they have.
Here we are. It's beautiful in here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Steve Hofstetter.
Yeah, Steve. It's cool. And then Alyssa and Brandy over there are cool. I just told them that
shout out to them.
I peed and clogged the toilet peeing. So scaff guys. I have thick piss.
I've never been one to tell you about your diet, Chris. But I feel like if you're clogging the toilet with piss, something's got to change.
Just piss and high fructose corn syrup.
Molasses is just dripping out of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a grease gun down there, dude.
So I'm
pissing RTV.
I've known you, Chris, for quite a few years now.
Yeah, probably like 6 years.
Something like that. We see. I like to bring people on here and ask them about their journey and all that.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. I've talked to you so much. Like,
well, I was like, what are you going to even talk to me about here?
What are you going to do, Chris?
Yeah.
Where'd you start? You decided to do fucking comedy one day.
Yeah, that was like it, yeah.
So what's been new with you, though, recently? You know what? Let's give the people an update. I touched on it. I said I went down there to give up a life for meth.
Yeah.
I came back.
I lost a lot of weight, dude. That was awesome.
I did.
Dude.
I lost. It was a great diet.
Who needs Ozempic, dude?
I was a 250 meth addict.
Yeah.
But a jack 250 pound meth addict.
Yeah.
But without you, Chris, I didn't have anywhere to stay coming back. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
I think I mentioned
I love
that
you,
publicly.
man. I want you to be okay.
You know
what I mean? You mean a lot to me. So yeah.
That makes me smile. It makes my heart smile. Yeah.
A little bit.
I don't know. Updates with me, man. I know we don't talk as much. It's just once I got back and realized that my life was changing, I had to get things in structure and put performing on the back end of it.
Yeah.
Actually got a show the end of this month.
Where at?
Penn Avenue, downtown.
Okay. What is it?
It's me, Marcus Cox, and this gentleman named Justin Lindsay.
Okay. That name's really familiar.
From what I understand, he grew up in Aliquippa.
Yeah.
Moved to Arizona to do comedy.
Yeah.
And is back for like a homecoming type show.
Yeah.
I went to high school with his wife.
Oh, really?
And she just hit me up. She's like, "You still live in Quip?" I was like,
"Yeah, no, yeah, a little far away now."
Yeah, but no, thank you for that, Chris. Baby just turned 6 months.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Girl's got a job.
So, yeah, Johnny's out here very potent in the genes.
Yeah. I actually quit my job.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
What, over at the auction?
Over at Mac Discount.
Yeah.
It was a decent gig. I loved the job.
It's just gonna take pictures of broken shit that you buy for $7.
Yeah, hey man, Mac Discount has done right by me. I've gotten a lot of cheap stuff off there. I actually just bought 12 boom mic arms.
Yeah.
You
can build one good one
for $12. Yeah. No, they're all brand new.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they were all brand new. I was super pumped.
I bought 4. I actually went there to the Butler one. I bought 4 fencing masks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like fencing to duel.
Yeah, dude. I'm a sword fighter now, dude. I'm a fucking killing machine, dude.
See, that's what Mac Discount.
European martial arts, dude. I fucking set up from fucking Macked on bid, dude.
That's what they did for me because I have shit at home that I don't need. Like I have a cape.
Yeah.
I have a cape at home that I don't need. You know how many swords and like stupid little weapons that I've bought from that stupid place?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I always bid on katanas and I never win.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing.
I can score one. Yeah.
I got six swords on my dresser at home.
Damn, dude.
But I got like so many different knives and weapons.
Yeah.
It just got lucky. I got fortunate. I would just get stuff really cheap.
Yeah.
Like I bought a baby bouncer that I went to Butler 2 days ago to pick up.
Yeah.
$9.
It's not bad.
Brand
it's worth
new.
the drive. What's that, like $200 probably? Yeah.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if I would have been as I definitely wouldn't have been as fortunate as my baby was working for Mac because a lot of the people there helped me out with like we still haven't bought diapers or wipes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like it's been great and everything I needed I was able to get there.
Right? Yeah.
And I want to shout out to Nate Booker, who was on the program. Just because we don't work together anymore doesn't mean we're still not friends.
Yeah.
Great guy, and I want to say shout out to him. Nothing against him.
Yeah.
He knows that though. We've talked since then.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's weird. So what's been up with you, Chris? You've been flying around lately.
Yeah. Flying around, aka driving a 2007 Ford Focus around because I can't afford to fly around. Yeah. So I've just been hitting the road hard, doing comedy hard, do everything hard. I'm rock hard. I've been just really just trying to treat it like a job over like the last year and a half, probably going on 2 years now, a little bit. Like so, towards the end of me working at the last place I worked, I started going out more because I started working remote, so I can work from a hotel room, and then had enough of their bullshit and said get fucked, and then decided to go even harder at this. So it's pretty cool. I got to perform at over the last year. Man, I got to go to so many cool places and do stuff. So I've been working on trying to build more time too. Usually when I go out of town, it's like a 10 to 15-minute showcase spots, but I've been recently doing a lot more half hours, and I just did my second 45, which is cool, and it's getting really, really easy. So,
that's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
The most I ever did was like 38.
Yeah,
but it was fucking. It's fun because, like, and I haven't been in the game a little while, so I'm not a comic expert. But like, once you get that longer time, and you can like start feeling your strides in it. It's a really nice feeling up there.
Yeah, once you hit 20, it's easy. It's like so weird. Like it's like you have to. Somebody told me that I'm like, there's no way. I hit 20, and you blink, you're at like 30, and you blink, you're at like 35. Yeah, it's not bad.
Chris, you still remember trying to put 5 minutes together?
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Yeah.
Oh man, those were the days.
Remember my first laugh, dude. And my friend Brian Fry, I love this guy. He's in Nepal right now. He's like, "You want to come base hike around Mount Everest?" Like, I'm fucking poor. And he's like, "I'll pay for it." Like, no, it's like, dude, I can barely, I'm like pretty mobile. In the words of Mark Shimkins, I'm an energetic fat guy, but I'm not that energetic, dude. I'm not gonna go base hiking in Mount Everest yet. So, he used to come with me to every open mic I went to, which is super solid to have a friend do that. And then I finally got my first laugh, and we just got so amped. We started just doing shots at the bar. It was like like 6-7 months in. Yeah. And then he didn't come no more. He's like, he saw him. He's like, all right, he's good.
You got your laugh. You're good to go.
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet, actually.
Yeah, so he's welcome on my yacht when I hit it fucking big for swearing on podcast too much.
Hey, you know what? Everybody asks me when they come on, they're like, "Oh, can I swear?" I'm like, that tells me you've never spoken to me or heard the podcast before.
Yeah, dude. Me and Johnny Smith speak and mostly swears is what we do. Yeah.
Well, it would have been funnier back in the day to say we only speak in swears and racial slurs.
Yeah.
We are not racials.
Yeah.
We are not racials.
Yeah.
We're good speakers, apparently.
Yeah. No, neither. Especially not on Thursdays. That's my off day from.
Oh, this is your off day.
Yeah, from hate speech. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So, yeah, I just gotta. Yeah, I just want to make sure I feel refreshed when I hit it hard on Friday.
Remember the idea for the skit we or the I don't know if it was a skit, but it was just an idea we were kicking around with Bigfoot hunters being racist.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how it went.
Bigot foot hunters.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Yeah.
Oh, Bigfoot was racist, and they were bigot foot hunters.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. He was clawing shit in the tree and blaming Mexicans.
Everything. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that probably better that never got recorded.
Yeah. That's the truth. Honestly, I don't ever think I say anything offensive.
Yeah.
In general,
I don't think you do.
But around you, I always feel like I've said the worst thing possible.
Why? I
don't know. I just when I get around you, you start saying shit and we start playing off each other.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, don't fuck up, don't say something crazy.
Yeah, it's fine, dude. Crazy's good. You know what I mean? Like, I have a thick skin. Also, I think
it's not to you though.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. I think most of these comics actually don't give a fuck, but it makes them feel powerful to give a fuck. That's what
that's
right?
the thing.
It's not serious. It's in jest. Like you're the most fucked up conversations in the green room when you're around.
Yeah,
good ones. You know.
My thought process is though, like, and it's not the actual fact of hurting someone, like, because I don't want to hurt your feelings for no fucking reason or a group of people.
Yeah.
But the worry about being offensive.
Yeah.
In this scene in this area.
Yeah.
Is not that I'll actually hurt somebody. It's that someone will use that and be like, oh,
yeah,
look at this piece of shit. I can prop myself up because he said something bad about putting a group there.
Yeah. And it's like, but usually those same people actually do bad shit. You know what I mean? Like a lot of those same people that say you can't say, okay, it's in a joke. It didn't come off good. I'm sorry. I hurt your feeling, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And like, people listening to this, I don't really do like fucked up humor and stuff. It's just like, an observation with some of these people is they'll act like a certain way. It's like it's performative. That's what it is, and I really don't think that they, for the most part, care. You know?
Yeah. I'm not going to mention any names, and I'm not going to dig up old histories. But
you know what's crazy? Every time I'm on a podcast, it's like I'm not going to mention any names. Here's somebody I fucking hate. Here's like a person that did something really bad, and it's like, and I'm getting a fucking reputation. Somebody told me I'm the biggest gossip in Pittsburgh.
I mean, the gossip is great, but I remember someone who stands for publicly, equal rights and all this other thing, but also was accused of rape on another person.
Yeah.
Which you hear that word and say it's real strong.
Yeah.
It was a muddy situation. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's not a guy I'm defending. So, like, don't come at me.
Yeah, it feels like we're really about to have a conversation. What is rape, really?
but it's like it was a very complex situation that I'm not going to get involved in a rehash.
Yeah.
But it's just the public and private personas are so vast.
Yeah, it's just so different.
I talked to Trevor when he was on about how his comedy to the eye, at first might have looked like, oh, he's a super piece of shit.
Yeah.
But then when you talk to Trevor, he was a real nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, his comedy really isn't like that too much anymore anyways. If you really listen to what he's saying, he's not really saying anything too that wild, you know? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of satire involved in it, so.
Of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Huge fan of Trevor. Shout out to Trevor Austin.
Shout out to Trevor and his continued success and sobriety.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, he had
a beer for you tonight.
He had 2 years recently.
Yeah.
2 years clean.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So good for him. Chris, you been doing any improv recently?
Not as much as I used to. So, I have the whole stuff, like all the Chicago stuff I did, all the training and all the performing.
Speak that out so people know some of your references here. Where did you train at?
Okay, I did the IO, so Improv Olympics at IO. I did, which is like the Del Close school. I got to perform in front of his ashes, which I think Johnny still has my fucking book on that.
I do.
Did you read it? Read it. It's so good. Anyways, so yeah, I did the IO improv program.
If you could read something by looking at it, I would have read that damn thing 10 times by now. I mean, I guess
that's how
what
words
the fuck
work.
reading works.
Welcome to writing, dude. Watch out, we got Johnny Books on Tape Smith over here. I just can't believe you said that, dude. If you could read something by looking at it.
If you could read something by looking at it.
If you can hear something by listening to it.
In my head, I meant like just staring at the cover.
No, I know. It's a really good book. Guru.
Teach me how words work, bro.
It's such a good book. It's a good book. I want you to read it. It's cool, especially if you like comedy history, dude.
I do.
And then it's crazy to see this guy who's like super influential. So many of the people that like pretty much like every famous person to come out of the Midwest, other places, to even influence Cheech and Chong, dude. Like, so every single of my comedy heroes, this book is about the guy that was their like guru. That's why it's called Guru. But so I did the IO improv program, IO musical improv program. I did Second City A through E, which is just like very, very basic. When I was like a refresher though, I kind of needed it. I did Second City Conservatory, which I'm really proud of that. I have that shirt framed. I did some stuff at the Annoyance up there, a couple classes up there. And then I performed on student teams at IO a whole bunch before the earth closed forever. Yeah, I was on an indie team. I did a whole bunch of shit. I did stuff here at Unplanned Comedy Theater in Lawrenceville before I moved.
Man, shout out to
So
Woody.
yeah, Woody's like I haven't, I doubt he's gonna see this, but I know I haven't talked to you in years. You are one of my fucking big influences, big heroes. Thank you for everything you've done for me and taught me years ago. I still use a lot of it. So
I have a
yeah,
lot of reverence for
yeah,
Woody. He's
yeah,
great teacher.
yeah. And he's like a hardcore teacher, and that was the coolest part too, because like a lot of people here, it's more of like, oh, it's okay, that was fine, you tried your best, and he'd be like, that was bad, don't do that. And when he like coached our team, he would like yell at us and stuff, be like, don't ever do that again. What are you doing up there? You're just masturbating. And I need that like kind of like that's like
Yeah,
a real like acting, you know what I mean? Like I don't like sugar coated bullshit. I like these like real directors, these real, trainer stuff. And that was cool about IO was there's a lot of that old school like acting coach kind of deal where it was like they don't give a fuck about your feelings, which is hard because a lot of actors are sensitive, emotional
oh yeah.
people.
I mean,
But
Woody would snap in class.
yeah, do you want to be good or do you want to be fucking happy? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'd rather do stuff the hard way, the right way, and like suffer and grind through it and learn than pat myself on the back and just fucking be dog shit when it comes time to perform.
I don't know if because after I took Woody's class,
Yeah,
I was practicing with some guys
yeah,
and being coached
yeah,
by a local guy. And I don't know if it just fell apart or if I got kicked out, but I remember one class, like, I screamed at a couple people,
yeah,
and not like violently, but like, "Come the fuck on."
yeah,
Like, pick a something or other.
yeah,
He's like, "Well, I wanna wait for him to" "What the fuck? It doesn't have to go with what he says, just
yeah,
but anyways, I screamed a couple times that class,
yeah,
and then it never happened again.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
So I don't know if it just fell apart or if they were like, "Look, that guy's a little angry too."
yeah, 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 yeah. Usually improv people will tell you, like, we have a problem with what
Yeah, yeah.
it's really it hurt my feelings, and this is how I feel. But but yeah, I don't know. So when you with so stand up, I think, and this is might be controversial. Some people I know I'm friends with that like it. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I think a stand up class is pointless. It's trial by fire. Just get out there and just do the fucking thing, right? But improv, you need to actually learn the rules. It is also good because it's acting. So you have like an actual, if you have a good teacher, like it's more of like an acting coach that can like kind of tweak you and teach you how to do it. So I think it's good to go through that program. And when you get out of there, it's good to practice like you were trying to do. But here's the thing, right? You got to find people that you gel with, that you like click
Mhm.
with, because the whole thing is trying to. It's almost like you're just one organism. It's like a group mind. You're trying to get on the same level, and you can't do that with people that can't get along. And it's like there's people I'm friends with I can't do improv with, and there's people I hate that I can fucking just like go. It's just how you need good chemistry. I think it's probably what was missing was the chemistry of your team. So
Yeah, I'm gonna push back
yeah,
because I hear a lot of talk about like stand-up classes being
yeah,
pointless and
yeah.
whatnot. And full disclosure, I took a stand-up class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how.
Sorry to hurt your
No,
feelings.
no, it didn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
I will say though, like from not knowing anything,
yeah,
I found a lot of benefits in the stand-up class of like not only like this is the scene and this is where mics are
yeah,
and stuff, but also even simple stuff that people don't think about. Move the microphone stand out
yeah,
of the way. The light means you're done. Like
yeah.
I would have never known that. I'd have been like, what the fuck is
But the thing
flashing
is,
back
and
there?
this is the thing, having some people in the scene that you can learn from,
Hmm.
which is like I have a huge problem, and I've spoke about it before, which upset people, but I don't like the bullying and
Hmm.
bullshit. You should help the new people.
Hmm.
But if you're in a scene, I think the current state of the Pittsburgh comedy scene is probably better than it ever was. Maybe not for opportunity, but for like just the community of it. But that stuff you learn. So like people taught me that stuff, like Mike Sasson,
Hmm.
Andy
Oh,
Picaro, Molly Sharrow. Like those
oh
people are
wow!
fucking
I haven't
those
thought
help
about
me. Yeah,
Mike Sasson or Molly Sharrow in
yeah.
forever.
And then even Brandon Shell, like I learned a lot. So a lot of these other guys, Derek Man, all these people that are around, like they you learn,
Shout
and
out to Brandon Shell, the third
I
version of me and Chris.
and I yeah, the other one, yeah, the other fat ass. But anyways, like so you watch these guys and you kind of learn. Well, at least that's how I like to just like trial by fire works better for me, and then you can like actually observe it and like I don't know, spending $300 to learn like get off the stage, here's the light, it just wasn't worth it for me. So I'd
I
rather
feel
just go
that,
do it.
and,
Yeah.
and
It
I talk about this. I didn't know where to even go. Like I
yeah,
tried calling the improv,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
like
there
the
wasn't no
classes,
Facebook or nothing
they helped
before
me
that.
like get more comfortable.
Yeah. It's okay. Here's
but
the
I
nice
think I
thing.
started hitting mics 3 weeks in, so it was all right.
There's a safe place there to actually like learn and experiment and stuff like that. But uh, safe, I don't know. I don't know if safe really helps me grow. You know what I mean? Like
hmm
it's the same thing with like I
If
just
if you just take the classes
yeah
and that's what you do, you're not going to grow.
yeah
You got to get out there.
yeah
But it was just a nice little like
and if
you can jump into the pool
yeah
and learn to swim,
yeah
or you can take instruction.
yeah
I don't think it helps you like be funny,
yeah
but it helps you like understand. Okay, there is some type of
yeah
structure to this shit.
yeah. The one thing I do have a problem with some of the classes, not probably not the one you took, but in like other cities where they encourage you to not do open mics and shit like that and
Oh,
just do it's like bizarre.
I
Yeah.
remember Colin Chamberlain
Yeah.
was my
Well, then you
instructor,
have like a good instructor who's actually
and
in the scene.
this is years and
Yeah.
years ago, and he's like, "You got to go to Scarps.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing in the world, but
Yeah.
you got to go." And that was him, like, not,
Yeah.
protecting us, like,
Yeah.
"Go, you got to learn,"
Yeah.
which was great.
Yeah. Well, that's what I tell a lot of new people too. Like a lot of people, this is the thing. We have so many open mics now, and there's a lot of good ones. Like, I don't want to go to this one. It's a bad one. Ooh, hot room. Those are the ones you need to do because that's what you're actually going to learn in. You're not going to learn anything if you're just like, I don't know,
Mhm.
um, like one of like the super hot mics. Everybody's like, well, that's a great job.
Yeah, those are
you gotta,
great. You need them sprinkled
yeah,
in, but you need to learn how to eat shit.
yeah. You gotta learn how to perform in front of one person to shit face hammered watching the Steelers, so you can perform in front of 300 that are actually paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it pays off
yeah,
'cause and I've been thinking about this because I got some writing to do,
yeah.
and, like
You're gonna be able to read the writing by looking at
yeah,
it.
it was more beneficial for me when there
Yeah,
would be, like, that one drunk, because that would focus me, or that would make me focus harder on the jokes.
yeah,
I'm like, "That drunk guy didn't laugh,"
yeah. You
and
gotta
I
get
took it
them.
so personal
Yeah,
that when those jokes I were working on so hard that weren't doing shit in front of one guy,
yeah,
got in front of 50, 100, 200 people,
yeah,
they fucking
yeah. They
it's
hammer. Yeah,
great
yeah.
because you fucking ironed it out.
What else it teaches you too. So, two big things I get out of it that I also tell a lot of the new people is like, okay, the first one is you learn how to just be up there and you learn how to deal with silence. Because I've seen it. There's people that only do like the good ones, right? Only come out like once, twice a week. Only do like the easy peasy ones. They get a show and like they'll be doing good and they have one thing fall flat and then they fall to pieces, right? And if
Mhm.
you could be up there for 5 minutes in front of that guy not giving a shit, talking over the penguins and everything, like that's like a good exercise. Like even like I've taken like an elective. It was a physical improv, they called it, but it was really like there's a thing like the Lecoq, real name, School of like miming, right?
Okay.
Which like there's a lot of like physical like theater shit. But like one exercise they do is you just get up there, you have to stand on stage in front of everybody, right? Nobody's allowed to look at you, nobody's allowed to laugh, anything. Well, they look at you, they're allowed to look at you, they just can't like laugh or make a noise or anything or smile. You have to stand up there with your mouth open, just like looking back at them, your hands to your side, just try to be completely relaxed. You'd be surprised at how many people can't last up there for a couple seconds, dude. They fall apart. People cried with
That's
that shit.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, being a stand-up,
yeah,
you learn to live in those
yeah.
silences.
By going to those places, right?
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
So that's the thing. Scarps is packed now, right? But it's still kind of the same thing. It still can be rough, and if you can get them, you get them. The other thing it teaches too, if you get like a real rowdy bar, right? Like a real rowdy show, that teaches you crowd control because sometimes you're going to have people speak up and like yell at you and try to interrupt you and whatever. It teaches you how to
Yeah.
like come back and also sit in that. So yeah, that's the
Well, to
grind.
go full circle,
Yeah,
that's where I feel like improv helps me
yeah,
the most, is
yeah,
dealing with hecklers.
yeah,
I've mentioned this
yeah.
before.
Yeah, it does, and it's, like, really the whole lesson of the 2 things you could do with that is, like, don't think, just do.
Mhm.
So they say something to me, just take them out right away, whatever comes to your mind, even if it's dumb, and, like, you listen even with, like, crowd work, you listen to what they're saying, you find, like, the first, like, bizarre, like, whatever they're doing, and then just heighten it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole goal about stand-up,
yeah,
everything is you're so, practiced in it that you look like it's off the cuff and
yeah, yeah,
casual.
that's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
Yeah,
But before, and this is me personally, before I took the improv classes, I was, I'll say rigid.
yeah,
I had something I wanted to
yeah,
say, and if somebody said something, I might be able to say something back, I might
yeah,
not. But with the improv, it made me feel so much
yeah,
looser and, like, took the stress away,
yeah,
took the intensity out, and even if the show didn't go well, I knew I reacted better
yeah,
to what was
yeah.
happening.
Yeah, we're doing fucking theater, dude. You gotta learn how to be up there on stage, learn how to act, get through it no matter what's going on. That's why you see people that have, like, backgrounds with, like, whether they did, like, a shit ton of, like, musicals in high school or went to, like, Point Park or whatever, they get on stage. 2 great examples, Johnny Trafficante, Andreas O'Rourke, 2 great guys, I love them both. They came out, they were just comfortable out of the gate. Like, you see new people and nope, not at all with those guys, because they have a background in doing that shit, so shout out to them. That's fucking cool, but, like, if you don't have that, go get it,
Shout out to both of them. I've
Yeah.
been filming a lot of stuff with Andreas coming out soon.
Dude, he's jacked out of his fucking mind now. He's always big. That was
Andreas is
fucking sick,
ridiculous.
dude. Yeah, a fucking swole dude.
Something you said that I wish someone would have said to me years ago would have saved me so much time is, it's comedy, but you have to learn how to act.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I was rigid. I used to think, just go up there, say my words, blah, blah, blah. They'll laugh. Go.
There's a lot of people
movement. You got to be fluid. There's act outs. There's so much stuff with it.
There's a lot of people 5-10 years in that act like that, right? Like, so I think that there's a lot of benefit to making the audience comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
Well,
and I want them to think it's like a first time. Honestly, if you're in a room full of drunk people and somebody heckles you, especially a girl, I don't know why, not to sound sexist, but they love participating, right? That means you're doing good because now you've made them think it's a conversation,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. That's fascinating to me. It's true too. I remember I did 30-some minutes and 20 minutes of it was with these 2 women who had just gotten married.
Yeah.
But they were drunk shit-faced, but they were enjoying what I was saying to them.
Yeah.
So, hey, the audience liked it. I went with it.
Yeah. The other thing too is if you're up there, you're having fun. And like other people that's what people want to see. They don't want to see what they're like. Oh fuck. Here's the thing. I don't know if you can you see my arm in this picture?
No, but we can see your hand.
All right. Yeah, you can see my hand.
Yeah.
But anyways, like a lot of you'll see people, like new people especially, even some more experienced people, they'll like hold their like stomach or put their arm across the front of them while they hold the mic stand and start to rock a little bit. That's body language. Conveying that you're scared, you're nervous, because what you're doing is you're covering the soft parts of your body, right? If you get like stabbed there, or like a tiger or a bear comes up and slashes you there, whenever you get shot there, that's all your organs, like your software, you're protecting them. That's like the logic, right? And you may not realize you're doing that. The audience is not realizing that you're doing that, but they can feel it because your body, and that's where the whole theater, the acting thing comes in. Because even if I'm feeling like that, you're like, no, motherfucker, hands, just try to be natural.
I think my background really benefited me in that because I didn't have any acting.
Yeah,
but I had this mindset of like, fuck you.
Yeah,
you're not going to intimidate me. Fuck you. So I was on stage.
That's my approach to stand up.
I'm all out and whatnot. Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought about that because I've never. Sometimes when you don't experience it, you don't think about it. I've never been up there like,
but there are people. There's people that like, I'm not going to name, but you can look at it. And so that's another thing. Because a lot of people, it's like weird. I'm starting to get like a lot of the new guys, which is cool. I love you guys like watching all the shit I'm on. That's like
hey, new guys, watch this shit.
Yeah. Oh, they will, dude.
I hope so.
Comment below, or you can't comment on Spotify.
Well, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, comment on YouTube a bunch of eggplants if you've listened to this.
There you go.
Like
check us out on TikTok. Yeah. Comment your eggplants.
Yeah, dude. Dick jokes for days.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Just as important it is for us to be comfortable on stage, it's equally as important for the audience.
Yeah, it's more important for the audience. They paid money to be there. You did it. You're getting paid to be there.
And that was something I learned the hard way too.
Yeah.
But what I do personally, because I know what I look like.
Yeah.
So instead of intimidating people, I try and immediately disarm myself. Yeah. Throw something out about my teeth, something real quick. Where people are like, "Oh, okay, he's less."
I still remember from your history podcast.
Shout out to Dan Brady.
One of the best roasts I've ever heard in my life was about you. I can't even say it.
Say it. I want to hear it.
It was like, Johnny looks like a rapist tow truck driver. It was like out of nowhere. And I remembered where I was too, dude. I'm about to get on 90 in Chicago. I lost it laughing. I'm like, that's so fucking ignorant, but it's so awesome.
Oh man, I haven't spoken to Dan in quite a while.
Yeah. He's out there, Cincinnati, dude. Everybody's moving around, man.
Well, hey, hopefully his moving ventures did better than mine.
Yeah.
And just as I was leaving, you were coming back.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Because I don't know if my sister would have got me a plane ticket to Chicago.
Yeah. Actually, probably would have been cheaper.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
That was an intense.
Yeah.
I still, and I try not to talk about it too much because it's further removed.
Yeah.
But like now that you're here,
yeah,
you were right there when I was fucking off the plane and miserable. Man.
Yeah, that's when you gotta take care of your friends, dude. You know what I mean? That's how you know. So you can't let them struggle. So that's good.
Man.
I still wish I knew where you put my fucking blue plates, but other than that,
I took your blue plates.
I have no idea where they are. They're gone.
I don't know. That Johnny Smith, he's a good guy, but
yeah,
still your blue
yeah,
plates.
dude. I don't think you stole them. I don't know if you threw them away or what. I'm trying to find them. Or if they're in the van somewhere. Like I don't know. Like I've been like looking for them.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you got me in trouble. She's like, "Where's my blue plates?" yeah.
Oh man, no, I mentioned that, Chris, that it wasn't for the people around.
I don't care if you have the blue plates as long as you're not dead. Okay, you can have all my fucking plates if you want. Probably help my fat ass if fucking yeah.
She would come in and see me like cooking food in a fucking trash bag and shit.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
we have plates."
Yeah, here's the other thing too. We have a bowl to mix stuff in. Johnny's mixing it in a lavender scented trash bag.
I was making prison food.
Yeah, you still mix prison food in that, and like a lavender scent can't be good for your body, dude.
I mean, it didn't bother me.
Yeah,
I didn't smell it.
So I'm gonna drink from a water bottle that's been in my hot car after this, and if half the people I know found out, but what about BPA? It's like, well, you should see what my buddy Johnny's doing, dude. He's fucking having lavender BPA, dude. He's like, I already had one kid. Fuck my balls, dude. I want them to die.
So.
By the way, am I allowed to fucking swear here? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those are good times, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I remember yo-yoing at the skate park with you, man. That was a good time.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
They took like music off of TikTok.
Yeah, and they fucked all my whole
So
shit
they
up,
fucked up my video.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? Yo-yoing and your mom.
Yeah. I had a video
fucking
go
Big
up.
Gangster starts playing.
Yeah. They're just fucking, which is super funny. They took the video. I had a video that hit like 1.6 mil or something like that. Fucking died because they took the sound off. So
I tell you what, man.
That's why I don't post anymore. But I heard TikTok's getting away from actually, because before you could put the sound on, turn the volume all the way down, it would push it to all his people still. And that's what I don't even think this video really had the sound on that took away. But yeah, now they like original sounds, I guess, is supposedly the whole thing. I had a video do 5.6 mil on there.
Congrats.
Yeah, and then somebody else reshared it. Dude that owns the cars from Fast and the Furious, like all of them, fucking shared it on Instagram, got 13 million. So we're coming back, baby.
That's what's up. I struggle with views.
Yeah.
I struggle hard with views. I've been slowly trying to improve, like with the clips,
remix,
the quality of the clips,
the
formatting, title pages. Like I'm trying.
Yeah. So what are you trying to post it on YouTube or what?
Well, I post the full video on Spotify, and it goes to other platforms. Then I post it on YouTube, the full video.
Yeah.
And then I cut up, and make reels. Post them on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah. Do you post them on YouTube, Shorts?
I don't.
Because that's going to grow your YouTube like fucking crazy if you do that. If you get
start posting them on Shorts?
Yeah. So post them on Shorts, the right hashtags, limit to like 5 hashtags. Make sure it's like good content and put them up like, there's some like different post time. So how many subs do you have on YouTube?
100 maybe.
Okay, well then if you hit 100, you have access to analytics. At first you can
then I have
popular post times. Like I talked to what I do now is I'll try to post a video around 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, sometimes Wednesday, or usually around like noon on the weekend days. Thursday, Friday is really not that great for me. But like, and I let them sit for the algorithm changed a little bit, I think, and I'm no expert, but it changed a little bit where before it would help if I posted like 2 or 3 that evening, like 2 hours apart. Right now, it's like if I let them sit, they'll usually go up to about like 5-10K on a reel, which isn't bad. But then you start rolling in subs, and the more you get, so it's a whole. I've been researching that shit a lot. So
like
one long form video a week helps too.
Okay, yeah, like I try and post at least one episode a week with a bunch of clips.
Yeah,
and I've tried different times, different amounts. Like I've thrown 7 up in one day. I've thrown 1 up at different times. I fucking from one episode I've made 45 clips, or I've made 15, and some will get 5,000-6,000 views on like my Facebook business page.
Yeah.
Or Instagram will come out with a 2,000 views.
Yeah.
But the most I've got on TikTok, I think one video has like 4,000 views.
Yeah, TikTok's such a motherfucker.
And that's it. Like everything else is like 300 or below.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it has to do with post timing, like hashtags, stuff like that. Also the content or whatever is in, So
I've been trying to like do more content that's like, if not broadly,
yeah,
interested people, like
yeah,
a specific interest.
yeah,
So like a ghost story.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's
People like that
completely
shit. Yeah,
paranormal. Or like if it's about your success, your
yeah,
motivation. I
yeah,
post a solid clip of you giving advice to people.
yeah,
Like, and it's just like, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean,
Just gotta keep trying. Just keep throwing at it.
it's a labor of love
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, I'm a little bit more familiar with the YouTube end of growing that. But
Okay.
yeah, if you want to figure it out after this, maybe we can take a look.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
Chris,
yeah,
we talked about it on the episode that never aired.
yeah. Ooh,
Ooh.
spooky.
Ghost stories.
Yeah, ghost stories.
Paranormal experiences.
Yeah, yeah,
I know you got some.
yeah. I got a couple.
Give
Which
me a
one do you
few.
want? Right?
Give me both.
Yeah. Okay. So both. Okay. So, okay. This is one that was like the realest shit ever, and the first time I really accepted that that was a thing. Right. So me and my friend, we go. We're like, I'm in high school. I'm like 17, 16. He's like 2 years younger than me, and we went to go to RC car track to go race RC cars, and I was like, yeah, like 16, 17. And it was like way up in like Sarver Butler area. And we're driving back. There's this place by like Pine Richland called Tilt's Pub, which was pretty good. You get buffalo chicken pizza. That was our thing we do on weekends, right? So go up there. Man, you're gonna need a noise filter for my fastback in here.
Well, I'm looking at it and it keeps saying encoded overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset.
I don't know what that means. That's a picture. Maybe I'm just fugly.
I think that's telling me I need to get a better computer.
Yeah, probably. I need one. I can't even edit video on mine. That's my podcast is fucking
Okay. Shout out your podcast.
Yeah.
Last Cause?
Lost Cause.
Lost Cause.
Yeah, we got that one. And I've been doing Black Tequila with fucking Josh Rittenauer and then Andy Rice. And then Two Hot Girls might come back too with Ryan.
I was going to ask about Two Hot Girls.
Yeah, needs to come back. So he's going to come out here for a few days. I'm going to go out there for a few days, try to get some stuff going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you guys want to come back, like if he wants to come on, I'd gladly have him.
Yeah, he would be all over this, dude.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And you know what? I guess this should be off-air conversation, but fuck it, I'm just airing my grievances now. One thing that gets me bent out of shape with podcasting is like I have to schedule people in advance.
Yeah.
So like I'm weeks out booked.
Yeah.
And then people are like, "Oh, can I come through? Can I?"
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'd love to have you.
Yeah.
But there's some form of structure, believe it or not.
Yeah, you gotta have if you're trying really hard. Yeah.
And then like when I was, go ahead.
Are they comedians or what are they?
It's everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's not just comedians. It's just everybody's like, "Oh, hey, I'm free on a Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Can I come on your podcast?" It's like I can't
because they think it's just talking.
Well, not only that,
the back end shit.
Like I used to have the studio in my own house.
Yeah.
So I could do it when the fuck ever.
Yeah.
But I was a single man too.
Yeah.
Now I have kids.
Yeah.
Girl at home.
Oh, baby daddy Johnny.
Yeah. Don't have a studio at the house right now. Working on it because we're going to be moving soon.
Yeah.
But like with Todd, I was recording Sundays.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very flexible because he had kids and a family and work.
Yeah.
And then we changed the day, and it fucks things up when you're 6 weeks out in advance booked.
Yeah.
So he's going to come back with his studio. Yeah. I'm going to try and record there, here, and at the house from time to time. Just because I hate going weeks without a video.
Yeah. So you're going to go back to Idiot Radio is like your main one? That's what that is, right?
No, well, it's not Idiot Radio. It's just that was the old studio he used. What he's doing is taking all that down, and just making
I didn't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time, dude.
Yeah, well, he's doing great. He's working corporate with his job.
Oh shit, dude.
Kids are in sports and everything. Wife's good.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's doing great. It's just he needed to update it. Like it sat for a year. The studio sat for over a year while I was gone.
Yeah.
And he
was waiting.
Well, I needed somewhere to record when I came back, and thank God for him.
Yeah.
He said to me, you always have a home to record.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If you're here, I said thank you. So now I just don't want to ever get backed up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking bothers me.
Yeah.
I haven't released an episode in a couple weeks.
Yeah. My phone's on the table, buzzing on there.
The last episode I released was the political episode.
Yeah. Which one's that?
It was with this guy named Mike Y.
Yeah.
And Zara Livingston, who was a Green Party candidate for state representative in Penn Hills.
Dude. Yeah. Crazy, dude.
Crazy. Interesting. The point is, the dead man won the election over her because he was still on the ballot.
Yeah. Yeah, that must suck.
This episode has been sponsored by Goat Grinder. Right now, go to goatgrinder.com, enter in IM20 to get 20% off your order.
All right, hey everybody, my name's Ron. I'm the owner of Goat Grinder, and this is the Inquisitive Minds podcast. We're sponsoring this forever now. We're gonna give Johnny $1 million, so everybody watch this. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so it's a grinder, sifter in a mason jar. It's this is your pressure band, keeps it all together. It's your top grinder, bottom grinder. When you're ready to grind up, slip it on there, give it a snug, throw in, I don't know, whatever you want, and then off center post, you don't smash everything in the middle, and then all your junk will fall into this handy dandy sifter, and then everything else will fall in here. I use it to make relish. So what happens is when I grind up all the, you get all your pickle stuff in here, but then, you don't have to have a fucking juicy hot dog. You dump out that extra sauce. And they do fit on larger regular mouth mason jars. I would sell them for $75. Someday I'll raise the price, but for now they're $75. I started out at $90, and then I came down. I should have stayed at fucking $90. I don't know why I'm giving everybody a break.
Hey, not for nothing, man. Goat Grinder is the best weed grinder I've ever used.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing.
Elizabeth's mom bought them, and she's grinding like herbs actually and garlic with it because she doesn't realize what it's for. She's a cooking show on YouTube you can watch, and
uses Goat Grinder.
Yeah, that's super funny because it's there's like a epic like intro to it and stuff, and then it just goes to her on like a webcam on her laptop just grinding garlic up in a fucking Goat Grinder. Hey, that's a great use for it.
Shout out to her too, because I will say, when she came into town and I met her, very lively woman.
Yeah,
I had a good time.
Yeah, oh yeah,
very interesting person.
Shout out to Joy.
Yeah, shout out to Joy. Yeah, we played cards and she was vicious. Loved it.
Yeah.
I interrupted your ghost story.
Yeah, it's okay. We just said that I ate pizza in 2007. That's essentially what we got to.
Okay, so you ate pizza in 2007.
Yeah. And then we pull out and we're going home. It's probably around this is November-ish, probably November 1, 2, something like that. And we're going home, driving down the road, and speak of the devil, Joy's daughter is calling me. All right. So we're driving down the road. And we pull up to the stop sign, like Babcock Boulevard in Gibsonia, and then there's it's like you can go straight, you can make a right. There's a field over here, and it kind of goes down over the hillside, right? Some trees, and then over here you have just like an empty lot, and then some brush over here. And I pull up, and all of a sudden I just see this glowing green fog come out of the ground, and it goes up over the road, and then another one comes, and they're perfectly spaced, how they come out, right, with timing and distance. And then one would come out, another one would come out, another one come out. And after a while, it was like a whole train of them. And they're just coming out on the ground, and we go across the street, and they go into this field, and then they would oscillate like this in an upward spiral, maybe one or two turns up, and then they would come out along the road, and they would just go along the road. And I'm just sitting there. It's there's no lights up in the car lights. Even shut off the headlights at one point, and they were still illuminated. And it's a very dark night, and they're green, probably roughly 5-6 feet tall, 2-3 feet wide, and just glowing. And I this is hard to explain. This is so cringy to say out loud, but you just have a feeling of calm over you, calm, welcome, the most chill I've felt in a long time at that point, right? I'm just watching it. My buddy Cody goes, you see this too? And I'm like, yeah, dude, what the fuck? We sat there for 20 minutes and watched it. I'm like, let's go follow them, right? So we go up, and we follow them, make the right, and we start going down the road, and they're just going along the road with the car, and they're up and around it, and all of a sudden they go, and they make an abrupt 90-degree turn, and they go up into one of the Pine Ridgeland schools. I can't remember which one, if it be the middle school or whatever. It goes up in, it's falling along the side of the parking lot, and there's a clearing that goes down into the woods, and then all of a sudden, power lines too, and they kind of follow them, and they go down, and then they just bust right off into the woods. And we're standing out of the car, and we're should we follow this? No, we can't fucking do this. We got back in the car and we left. It was you're in a trance, right? It was crazy, right? And I've been trying to figure out what the fuck that was. People oh, it could be gas coming out of the ground. I'm I don't think so. It was lit up. It could be something with the power lines. It's just so hard to explain. I don't know, right? And then you fast forward, probably like a year later, 2 years later, I have a friend David. Shout out to David Pelly. He was actually on a recent episode of my podcast. I love that guy. He lives up the street. But he's like a kid. So I was like one of the older like kids in the neighborhood. I got my car, my neon, and he's like, "Take me to burger, take me to McDonald's, I'm gonna get McDonald's, gonna get McDonald's." I'm like, "All right, fine." Right? So I'm like, I'm 17. I'll drive this 14-year-old kid to McDonald's, whatever, right? Like, come on, man, let's go to McDonald's. We drive up there, we get McDonald's, we eat it all, and then we took like these back roads, like Chapel Road in Monaca, like center of Monaca. We're taking that the whole way back. Um, and we're driving and you make I can't remember the name of the road. You like there's a place like in Aliquippa like center called like Maumelle Meats, and you go off of Chapel Road, you make a left and you go up into like this little like neighborhood, this street thing. And he's like, "Man, I feel like we're about to see something like you and Cody saw." And we start cresting the hill, and then out of the hillside comes the same fucking things, but this time they're blue, right? And like it was like immediately like I felt cold. You felt fucking threatened. Like I can't explain it.
Actually,
Right?
the opposite of
Yeah,
what you felt the first time.
yeah. Green was cool. Blue was dickheads. Right?
Did you ever ask him? And I'm sure this was many years ago, but like, did he sense something? Why he
I
said
don't
that?
know why he would fucking say that. He
Okay.
said that we're coming around a bend. He fucking said it. We like instantly saw it. Right?
Mhm.
So maybe who knows? I don't know how this shit works. Right? It's supernatural. It's above what we know. Right?
Mhm.
There's probably something. Um, But so we come up and they're coming out and they're just in the road, and then the two of them are in the road and they're coming at the car, and we're like, "Fuck this!" Drop a gear, and I start just flying. And then more start coming out of the hillside, and you can see them like up on the hill, and they're coming out of the trees and shit. And we're hauling ass on this road that like you can do like maybe 20, 25. I'm doing like 70, like coming around like I'm fucking Ken Block and shit around like turns. And I come down this hill, and there's two more, and they start coming to the car, and we're screaming, and it's like total. It is like so weird because the last ones were like didn't fucking concern me at all, right?
Mhm.
It's just like super, super chill. And this was fucking absolutely terrifying. I don't know what that was. We go back the next day, and this is I'm starting to get used to driving. I haven't been up there. Um, it was a cemetery that they were in, right? And people were like, and it's like a super gnarly one too. I don't know if we've been there or not when you're with me,
I don't
but
know because we drove around a lot of
yeah.
creepy places to point out shit, so we may
Yeah,
have.
yeah. So there's a cross with like Jesus on it, and there's poison ivy growing over them, and like, all the tombstones are cracked and falling down. There's trees that fell down and pulled up the dirt almost to the point where you could probably see like a coffin. Like it's so neglected, right? It's super fucked. The shit from like the 1800s, like way, way back, right? Um, yeah, that was just bizarre. And then I started working up at this college, and unprovoked, like I didn't bring this up. I'm not telling anybody this shit. I'm surprised I'm telling people now. It's because now I'm an entertainer, so I share too fucking much, right? Yeah, 'cause
Tell me about it.
this shit's so cringe, right? So, this lady I worked with, Kim, she's like, "Oh yeah, I saw the craziest thing. These ecto mist, like whatever. I'm driving down like Green Garden Road, and all of a sudden these things start coming out at me. It's like where that plane. What's the plane that crashed in Hopewell? You know what I'm talking about? The one they thought that like Bill Clinton had somebody was gonna rat on him on. They think there was like a bomb in the
I
bottom of
don't
it. So
recall.
yeah, it's like a wild fucking conspiracy.
Mhm.
Like all the people at the airports had like practice like emergency shit that day. But it went down. They found like body parts everywhere and shit. It leads me to another haunting story, which is funny. I have too much of this shit. I hate myself. All right. Anyways, so she's like, these things that came out, they're blue. It was like really scary. And she described like the same thing exactly. She goes, they're supposed to be like ectomyths. Like that's like a thing. If you look up at ectomyths, this is apparently the genre of ghost I've seen. Yeah, and it's like a whole thing she talked about. It lined up kind of with what I saw both times. But and then like the colors have to do with aura. I don't know how that shit works. We could probably look up what green and blue means, but I've heard other people say shit. I don't know what to believe. That's like the whole thing. I don't get this. Like the whole
So
like
ectomyths.
yeah.
I've never heard of that, but I'm going to look it up and try and
Yeah, it's like a
some type of pictures.
yeah. Yeah, it's like an apparition that looks like that. And there's probably okay, yeah, so like I'm not like a fucking atheist, like God's not real, nothing's fucking. But it's also like I am a very like scientific person, and my background's in fucking STEM before I decided to ruin my life to tell jokes and deliver
Mhm.
hamburgers to rich fucking Swickly kids. But um yeah, it's there has to be some explanation, and maybe there is something to it. Yeah, that's fucking wild. Um,
That
yeah,
is a very interesting story, especially with connections the way
yeah,
they happened.
yeah, and it's like the same kind of area, but it's like they couldn't be related because I think it was far enough away, but I don't know. And other people have seen that too. Like there's books on like hauntings in Beaver County, like
Mhm.
so it's like a thing. So it's either that or a natural phenomenon, like a natural thing that happens here. Who knows what it is, but First time, it was like super cool. I told Josh right now, this goes, bro, you were abducted by fucking aliens. And he's like, I'm like, what are you talking about? It's called the woo. When they see you, it's like, man, dude, you're more whacked out than me, Josh. Like, it's not crazy. Like, I don't think I was abducted by. I would fucking love to see aliens, dude. I fucking ghost, shit my pants, not cool. Alien, fucking dope, right?
I've talked about this many times. I want to see an alien so bad.
Yeah, dude.
We
could see them. Maybe they're around us. They say they're with us, right? I mean, tall whites, right?
That's
like
true.
the fucking Norse ones. Like, so if you see a big white guy, looks like he'd dunk a basketball. Maybe it's from a fucking UFO.
Yeah. Sean Bradley retired many years ago. That is now a UFO.
Yeah.
That's fair. If you remember who Sean Bradley is, outside of the movie Space Jam.
Yeah, he's Milton Bradley's son.
You're a real
one. Board game fame.
He was like 7'1" or 7'2" or
regular Chuck Lewis over here.
Yeah, pretty damn close actually. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Chris, first off, this episode fucking flew by.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem when you have people you know on very well.
Yeah.
It just goes.
Yeah.
So before we get off here, I want to have you back on at some point. Yeah, before we get off. I want to have you back on at some point to talk about more shit.
Yeah.
But I always like to ask my guests for a piece of advice to someone out there listening. Doesn't have to be about anything specific, just what piece of advice would you share with someone?
Texting and driving's fun, man. Keep doing it.
Well, I don't put parameters or censor my guests, so there's your advice from Chris. Chris, promo yourself.
Hey, everybody. My name is Chris. It's wonderful to meet you. If you could, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chris Scriva Comedy. Scriva spelled Scriva. It's an Italian last name. Everybody thinks I'm Mexican. I don't know why. But Chris Scriva Comedy, one word. You can follow my TikTok, Hot Chris Scriva. That's the new one. I also have like 5 other TikToks for some reason. Don't follow those.
Yeah, I've unfolled a couple of those recently because I was like, yo, he's posting all this shit.
The fuck, Johnny? Fucking one of them could hit, and you're not going to be on the fucking Chris train. But you're going to hear my friend's a piece of shit. You can also follow me on Instagram at Chris Got Reported. Growing it back after some piece of shit nuked it. And go to my website, www.ihatestandup.com. That's an actual website. Has all my my show dates, my tour dates. I got to update it. They'll be there. Come see me.
ihatestandup.com.
Yeah.
All right. That's a phenomenal website.
Yeah, people can't remember my fucking last name.
Question, Chris. I remember when you got taken off of Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And you ended up like hiring a lawyer. Did anything come of that?
No, the guy's a piece of shit, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, like I get a family friend. You try to support a family friend. That'd be $200. Write the letter. I had to go print everything out. I had to research where to send it. I'm not suing them. You need a advocate letter, like a legal advocate letter, because Facebook, like Meta, is all AI, right? The booted off. I lost everything, dude. All my memories since I've been an adult, which is fucking crazy. I'm never putting all my eggs in one basket.
That's the thing, too. That's the scariest part.
It is. And then all these connections, I really felt like I was removed from society. Like, that's the most fucked up thing, right? Never do that again. My life is improved by not having Facebook. If I didn't do stand-up, I wouldn't have Instagram either. I don't like social media. YouTube's cool, but then I have no use for it if I'm not doing this shit either. But, like, being unplugged is the greatest thing ever. Thank you to the piece of shit that fucked me. I just wanted to say, it made my life better. But I gave the guy the money to write the letter, everything. Ghosted me. I call him multiple times, like whatever. I even asked my parents. I don't know if they've ever brought something up to him. I'm very, very frustrated and disappointed with it. But I'm also happy he's a piece of shit because I probably, one, it does make stuff a lot harder because Facebook, it's kind of dying anyways at this point, right? I didn't even post anything that bad, by the way. It was fucking sensitive.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But somebody it was up. I mean, somebody reported it because it was up for a couple hours. But he never did anything with it. But I'd probably be right back on there, like looking at it like 24/7. It's addicting. The dopamine hits, and you start thinking about like, why do I care what these people think? Because everybody can say nasty shit, and yeah. So I don't like social media. It's a necessary evil in what we do, though.
Well, that's what you get for hiring Saul Goodman.
Yeah, that's why. Saul Goodman would have fucking got it done.
He would have fought for your rights and gave you a burner phone.
Yeah, I don't want to say this guy's name because he would probably fucking sue me. At least he would do something with me.
Well,
it's only $250 too, but that's the principle of it.
As we reach the end of the episode, I want to inform you that I fucked up on the audio input.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Now we have a second missing episode.
So hopefully this one turns out salvageable.
Yeah. We'll see. How'd you fuck up on the audio input?
I deleted it off my sources to check something as far as how the recording was because I had to get rid of the echo.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I forgot to plug it back in. But it's picking up on the mic and audio, so let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope for the love of God.
If not, I'm going to edit this out. I'm going to fucking kill myself.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll kill myself with you. This is the second one,
We're
dude.
just going to kill ourselves together.
I'm literally about to piss my pants. I clogged the toilet with piss before, apparently, so I'm not going to use it again. And Lawrenceville's too fancy. It looks like I'm going to go to Millville Hardee's to piss all over the toilet seat.
Oh, well, that's it for us today. Chris, thank you so much for coming on.
Johnny, you're welcome so much.
It was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
Guys, check out Chris. Go to ihatecomedy.com.
I hate stand-up.
I hate stand-up. Oh, he doesn't hate all forms of comedy, just stand-up. Fucking hipster.
I hate stand-up.
ihatestandup.com. Check him out. And until next time, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
This is the Inquisitive Minds Podcast.